Without further ado, our great friend and Mr. Speaker Man, Kyle Duffy.
What? The one and only.
You've got 1 minute.
I can do it in 30 seconds. Since the dawn of time, human evolution has been defined by our advancements in technology. As technology improves, so too do our lives and our businesses. And the modern business thrives on software technology. My name is Kyle Duffy. I'm with Optimus Computing, and we create custom software applications for business to improve their efficiency or give them that much-needed competitive advantage. This week, I'm looking to be put in touch with big law firms that are in the Nelson Hardiman building in Westwood. That's down the 405. Way down the 405. They have big stacks of paper, and there's generally lots of confusion amongst their workflow. We can change that. Because we create custom solutions, not out-of-box problems.
Nice.
So, how does your commercial compare?
Just like that one.
Now, Vince's commercial is good. It's that good. Actually, Vince helped me make this commercial. That's a total lie. He did not help me make that commercial. So, you all, when you join, were probably given this sheet that says spend 5 minutes on your 1-minute commercial. While the sheet, in my opinion, is mostly right, I have some issues with the structure of your 1-minute commercial. So, I am a national champion public speaker, and I've spent the last 6 years on the side as a coach on the COC speech team. It's one of my favorite things to do. So I've been speaking for a long time. When I was in team, of course, every Wednesday I would have to speak. And it's important that you make it different every time. So while you should pay attention to this fantastic piece of paper, I have a few changes that may help you with your commercial. And if someone can write this down, then you can pass it on to everyone else that might be helpful. The first thing you need to do is get people's attention. Did I do that? Yes? But like, how well did I do that? It's like, all right, it's not bad. Above average, right? Honestly, I need some help, right? I get it. This is a lifetime commitment. So you have to get people's attention. And when you stand up and say, hi, my name is blank and I'm from State Farm, you immediately lose every single person in the room.
Thanks. I appreciate it. That was what I was going to say, too.
Oh, got it. I'm from Farmers. It doesn't matter what you say. The moment you start off with your name and your business or what you do, you lose the whole room. Because how many people are going to do that right now the moment I'm done speaking? There's, what, 20, 30 of you? I'm not going to remember any of that, even when I write it down. So never, ever, 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 ever start off with your name and your business and what you do. Start off with an excellent story. Start off with something overdramatic, like what I chose to do. Start off with something touching. Anything but your name and what you do. You all have incredible businesses in here. You should have plenty of beautiful content to pull from. Now, once you're done with your story, then you can say, this is my name and this is what I do. Once you're done with that few seconds where you're saying your name and what you do, then you move on to a qualifier. It should connect to your main story. So don't say, hey, plants are good for you. My name is Kyle Duffy, and my business is selling fiber optic cables. How does that connect with plants at all? Fiber. It's different fiber. Anyway, I sell Wi-Fi. Make sure there's a connection, always. So one thing that I failed to do is when I asked to be put in touch with a law firm, I failed to have the law firm connect better with my attention getter in the beginning. If I'm going to ask to be put in touch with a law firm, if I've got some beautiful, compelling story in the beginning regarding law or regarding problems that law firms have, I have a connection, a story, a theme running all the way through my 1-minute commercial. That's the best way to do it. You're just creating a 1-minute, beautiful short story. So, your ask needs to be so specific that every single week it's different. I didn't say, put me in touch with lawyers, because everyone in the room is going to be like, yeah, I can't think of anything. But I know most of you know at least one lawyer. But when you say a lawyer in this building down in Westwood, oh my gosh, my friend is a lawyer down in Westwood in that same building. Oh, I'll put you in touch. Next week, if I still need to be put in touch with lawyers, well, now I'm going to choose a different building, a different company, and maybe even a different type of lawyer. Maybe they're located in Valencia, California, off the 5 freeway in the building next to Magic Mountain. Maybe they're between the ages of 35 and 45. Maybe they only do this particular type of law. The more specific you can get, the better. Because we all have some friend that will fit that description. So maybe you're looking for individuals that are suffering with some illness. Maybe they're diabetic. They're 45 to 55. They live in Saugus off of Plum Canyon. That would be your ask. And then next week, maybe they're in Valencia or down the street. Oh my gosh, I got a friend that's diabetic that lives off of Plum Canyon. So if you don't go specific, you're never going to get anywhere because we can't make a connection. You're here every single week. That's 4 different asks every week. Even if they're all just for lawyers, they should be different. Choose every city: Valencia, Canyon Country, Saugus, Newhall. Boom, 4 asks in a month, all for lawyers in different places. Eventually, someone will be like, I got you. So go specific. End with a great tagline. You don't always have to, maybe you don't have a tagline, but if you have a tagline, try to end with something memorable. Because if someone can repeat your tagline after they've known you for a few weeks, oh, that's gold right there, that's memorable. That's like the commercials on TV where they have a little jingle. It's the same thing. So come up with a tagline or a little jingle to help us remember you by. And the most important advice that I can give anyone in this room, I know it says 1 minute or a 1 minute commercial, do it in 30 seconds. You want your commercials to be as short as possible every single time. The longer it is, the more that we're going to struggle to remember what's going on. I didn't time my commercial. It's probably about hopefully 30 seconds, maybe 45 at the most, but make it your goal to be a 30-second commercial. The more information you spew, I've got 5 or 10 products or services. No one cares. I'm sorry, no one cares, and they're going to forget. So focus on one thing. I'm going to focus on software for lawyers this week. Next week, I'm going to focus on software for accountants. Or instead of someone that's suffering with, or that's a diabetic, a different illness next week. You're here for a long-term commitment. You've got plenty of time. Get super specific with your business every single week. That is my recipe for your 30-second commercial success. So thank you all for having me. I was here when this group originally started, and to see where you are today almost made me cry. So it's an honor to be in your presence.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Just real quick. When I joined the team, I was scared shitless. Didn't want to get up and do my 1-minute commercial. Kyle, I'm still not good at them, but Kyle, he's helped me out so much. He knows what he's talking about, and he's good. He's good. That's it.
Rob briefly touched on it, and I would do it on my phone or computer. But when you come up with a fire commercial, try to come up with before you walk in the room if you can. I have a talent where I can come up with anything on the spot. But go to your notes app on your phone and keep track of all of these commercials. Because this is now your marketing material for when you leave the room. And in a few months, you're like, I've got nothing, I've said everything. Go back and start from your list from the top and go down again. Or make it relevant. If you know there's going to be a lawn care guy in the room, now your commercial, and you really want to talk to him, or maybe he knows other lawn care people, your commercial's about lawn care today. So you can make that connection. So always make your commercial relevant. And write them all down. Make it easy on yourself. So if you have questions, see me after, or do we have time? A minute? Jeff?
One thing I thought with, I know when I visited other chapters too, been encouraged to kind of have like taglines for what you do. I know we've all talked about it too, but what's kind of taglines at the end, kind of your.
What's my tagline?
Yeah.
We create custom solutions, not out-of-box
That's
problems.
what's at the end of every one of your
Yeah.
minutes, regardless of what you say.
Yeah.
And you encourage taglines.
I personally do, or you can be creative with something different that connects with your original attention getter. So maybe I'll touch back on the topic of the universe, which is what I started with, and how technology is life-changing. Maybe I can end with that instead. If you don't want a tagline, just end with something relevant, something punchy, memorable. So, yeah, if you have questions, please see me afterwards, and hopefully when we start, you guys can take a minute and come up with something fantastic. So,
Cool.
yeah, thank you.
Thanks, Kyle.